last call right now. Get it right. And just get it right. There's no other. So get it right or get it right. This is going to be brief because I'm starving. And I'm telling you, when I get hungry, it's unbelievable. You can ask my girlfriend what happens like every hour or two it seems. But the weird thing that I noticed about my system, it's like I eat, I get food, fuel, everything good, I go, and I'm I'm fine. And then I don't kind of like gradually get hungry, it just all runs out. Boom. Like waking up every morning. Super empty stomach, just like all vanishes. Like, I gotta eat, I'm starving. And of course, I'm blowing this out of proportion a little bit for dramatic reasons, and I like to fuck with shit like that. One of my weird ways of having fun. I am having fun with the drones because they're not drones. I said that 3 or 4 days ago, remember? They are otherworldly. I said that, right? Well, it's proven. Now it's interesting to see how the adults and how the people running things and stuff have to really be for once. And there's no safety net. There's no one now. There's nothing. This is something higher than them. They've never been in that position before, There's people in position of power, most. They get there probably, and then the struggles stop, and they get drunk off the power and the false everything that it brings. But anyway, so and I've been watching. I watch people. I study people too with things, and I saw they had an FBI guy and a military guy and some other guy there. And the one guy, the FBI guy, was fucking good. I thought he was good under pressure. This guy was good. I like to learn how to talk like that guy. And I remember they said something to him. They're grilling him hard. They're taking all their aggravation out on them like it's their fault. They're just the messengers. Unfortunately with this, but what was I saying? The messengers. I gotta stop for a while. Anyway, let me just finish that thing. The FBI guy, yeah. So he said something like, well, he started his answer with prefacing it, saying something like, well, you want to be careful on how we, and how you, portray United States capabilities for things, and even use less words than that. But it was pretty cool. But because the honest answer thing to do. If it was me in charge and doing all that, just you tell the truth. We don't know what it is, folks. It's nothing that us or any of our allies or even any enemies have. It's not from this world. We can't find it. That's what it is. You know as much as we do, but let's work together as a team and get through it and not be hostile and try to shoot them down. So stupid. They could wipe us out like that if they wanted to. This is just a little quick one, all right? We're stopping here. I'm gonna go eat and do a lot of other things tonight too. But I will be back and we'll finish this journal entry tonight. We've got a lot of things on that topic, as well as other things. Okay. time. It's still 12:12:24, so I'm psyched I at least got to start in 2 minutes left in the day of 12:12:24. It is 23:58 hours for a couple minutes, and then it's going to be 12:13. All right, fairly on schedule. Should have always been a little better, but pretty good, you know. Gotta give myself credit. Credit is due. It's like I kick my own ass when I fuck up. Well, I've got to recognize to myself when I do good too. I just finished reading these for shorts. Got that done out of the way. As December's whipping by. Right, New Jersey, finally good for something. Like I said, all this drone stuff, I love it. I love it. Finally, you know what? I'm not going to get into all of that shit. I already talked about it yesterday a little bit, because I can really go off on those different topics, and I'm already mildly bored with it already. Where is it? I have something here for y'all. What is that, you say? What is that? It is a folder. Not just any folder. This contains, you probably can't read my writing, I'm sure of it. Because I, most of the time, can't read my writing. It's such a drag. I really try to write neat all the time now and go slow, but I could do it for a little while and I start fucking going fast. Anyway, it says journal entries from bus ride to San Diego from Newark, New Jersey, 72 hours straight by myself. I was 20 years old. Glad I kept the journal for that ride. I knew it would be cool. But not so much for whatever's in here. So I remember it, I lived it, but I haven't read this in a while. But again, it's another example of, through writing, about your situation or yourself or something, in my opinion, you can capture it for a lifetime even way better than a camera or anything else like that. So, and not losing, I think I gotta lose the stuff, I gotta put it in the computer now, but, it's priceless, and it's free and cheap, nothing to do, it's free to everyone, anyone, and it can become priceless to you. But anyway, let's see, I'm just gonna, so I'm like, oh, it's gonna be a while, and let's see how many pages this is first, all right? See if I can power through it pretty quick. 18 pages. Well, it's no time like the present, right? I'm going to give it a go, let it whirl. If it takes too long, I'll stop it, and I'll do a part 2 or something. So I know everyone's going to be dying to know and hear my San Diego trip. Okay, ready? I even had a while, I had some journal entries, before and after it somewhere, but anyway. So, a little more of the backstory. So I was going out to meet and hang out with my best friend, Joe Tiagno, in San Diego. And he bought me the ticket. I didn't even have money for the ticket. He sent me the ticket, and I just had to take it, and I just had to go. And I found out 3 days, that's nothing, I was young, I didn't know, but I learned, it's in here, everything from food to things to wear, and anyway, all right, so I left from Newark, Penn Station in lovely Newark, New Jersey, which is still very, very close to me here. I could probably throw a football, no, it's not that close. But Penn Station, where I left, is about only not even maybe 5 miles, 10 miles most from here. All right, here's enough. Here's enough of the backstory. So I got on in Newark by myself with my backpack and like a one little like thing, your stowaway shit, one carry-on thing like I had with me. And in my backpack I had 2 things of Evian water. I'm not kidding you. 2 things of Evian water. I bought 2 boxes of saltine crackers and maybe some beef jerky or a couple little like snack things like that. Threw them in there, and I think that was it. All I packed for 3 days. And I had money and stuff, some money, but I thought I'd be all right with that, But so anyway, so the first entry is I've already been on the bus for probably half a day before I did my first entry, because it starts in Chicago. 10:01 a.m. Thursday, April 22nd, 1993. There we go. Freeport, Illinois. First entry in long-ass bus trip to San Diego. Mostly the only reason why I am doing this is because I don't trust planes. But for the most part, it's not that bad. I am seeing a lot of the states for the first time. We also make a lot of stops every day. And you can go take a walk and hang out in a new state every time. I tell you, the trip sucked last night when we got to Cleveland. I was talking with this guy in our 1.5 hour wait there to change buses on the way to Chicago. 2 black guys tried to lure me and this guy, who I just met, to a bar so they could rob us, no doubt. It was obvious. It was funny for me. I knew what they were up to. My writings, this is not edited, this is the original ones. So, karate school. Okay, guys, shut up real quick when they see my Ninja University patch. That's a good thing for me, thanks to all the tattoos so far. Nobody really wants to sit next to me or talk to me, so I get an extra seat all the time, unless it was like last night from Cleveland to Chicago, and these 3 punky street boys came on the bus in the back because every seat on the thing was full and sat next to me. Smelled and got me real pissed off for 3 hours. I don't like the night on the bus. I can't see out the windows, nothing to look at, just the things inside. This is getting too long. I want to hear some music. 12:18 afternoon, later on, same day. Just had a stop at Dubois, Iowa. People are really, really fucking slow there. It took 15 minutes to get 1 order of fries, and there was no line. Got through 22 hours so far. Got 48 altogether to go left. The guy sitting across from me seems to be a nut. He stinks bad. He makes me sick. Crazy or not, I'll kick him hard. 70 hours straight bus ride, one way. Holy shit, this is great. 2:40 p.m., 4/22, same day. Just got back from a short stop at Waterloo, Iowa, and one at Independence, Iowa. Very quiet, calm, and boring looking places. This lady finally got off the bus who had a little kid on right behind me. Nothing personal. She seemed like a nice enough lady, but her kid was a little fucking brat, a real pain in the ass. Good to see them go. Just waiting for this weird smelly guy sitting across from me to go a different way. If he is going to go all the way to San Diego, he'll make me want to kill his fucking gross ass. As I am writing this, I am forced to breathe him. It's like real stinky, sweaty socks. They shouldn't let scumbags like that on any kind of public transportation. They should beat him for stinking so much. I think I am going to get sick if he doesn't get away. Only 45 more hours to go. 6 p.m., Des Moines, Iowa. This place is very laid back. Or maybe it's just these boring bus stops. It's much cleaner here. But inside this bus, it stinks. I only had a cheap little $1.15 burrito for dinner tonight. I have about 5 crackers left and 1.5 quarts of water. I still have 41 more hours of solid riding. I'm starting to lose it. I sleep every few hours for about an hour each time. I'm waiting for a big sleep, maybe 5 hours sleep. This fucking bus better not get crowded. (9:45) Omaha, Nebraska. They are packing us in like little fucking sardines. I can't believe this shit. Oh well, what the fuck? This is the price you pay for cheapness. This place is really quiet, and this bus is really fucked up. This trip is, I remember that night. This trip is fucking insane at some points. I can't wait to leave. We are going to Oglala later. That I am looking forward to. 8:48 p.m., Denver, Colorado. 26 hours to go. Last day. Feel good for some reason. Denver is nice, but it is fucking high. My ears are ready to explode. It's kind of cool. The mountains are just awesome. We're not even in them, and they're so fucking powerful to look at. Last night, I got stuck next to the weird stinky guy again. I couldn't believe it. I wanted to waste him. He volunteered to sit next to me, so this fat fucking husband and wife could sit next to each other. Fuck them. My ears are exploding. My body has never reached an altitude like this high. I am working on sleep deprivation, malnutrition, exploding ears, and a lot of caffeine in my stomach. It burns. This trip is getting to be real interesting about now. 3 a.m., I guess, Grand Junction, Colorado. 3 o'clock. This part is so fucked. Whenever we change bus drivers, the bus fills with a bunch of people that make me feel crowded. After a few hours, I am used to them. This place has no food places, just one where the lady is an asshole who rips you off because there is no other food place and is rude. So I spent $1. Fuck her. 20 hours left. It's going quick, but it's also dragging on. 8:30 a.m., Los Angeles, California. Words could not possibly explain the torture of this trip. I don't even want to be here anymore. I am sitting here for 15 minutes waiting for this piece of shit driver to stop slacking and get back to work. Some people like me have been riding these buses for 67 hours straight. Last night was the worst. Both of my ankles swelled up like balloons because I didn't take my shoes off for 2.5 days. I didn't think of it. These little Doc Marten moon stomps on that are low, and it was great, but I figured, fuck, I never thought. I didn't know I had to do that. I didn't know. So my ankles swelled up like balloons because I didn't take my shoes off for 2.5 straight days. I could barely walk. Joe is supposed to meet me at 11 a.m. in San Diego, and it is at least 3 hours from here. And this cocksucking bus driver still has us sitting here, and it's past 8:30. Oh wait, now we're leaving. Holy shit! I called Joe from here, and he said he didn't even. And they said he didn't even check in the hotel. Yeah, that's something positive to look forward to when I get dropped off in San Diego. When he was supposed to check in there 3 days ago. 4/26/93, 5:50. In San Diego at Joe's house. Fuck all you people back home. I told you I didn't need you. You all suck. I am baking away in sunny San Diego. The place is 4 million times better than New Jersey. This might be. Oh, my writing. I it's too fucked up, the rest of it, that entry, I can't read it. Boom, and then, all right, it stops there, and then I stopped keeping the journal because I was there, you know, I got there, he picked me up, and then I stayed there for a week, maybe a little more, and then I took the bus back home, and then that's the rest of it, and that's what I'll do on the next video, because it's, I want to go through these so I don't have to, you know, stop so much, and you know, just fix it up a little bit more so I could read it more smoother. But it's fun reading. I didn't think it was gonna still bring up as much as it does, memories as it does when I read it and I remember all that stuff. So yeah, so this page is, I come to Joe's, get there, all that, and then the same page, sitting in Joe's with my backpack and everything, and I had to take, because he had to give his car back or something that when the day I left, so I had to take the buses, in the local town buses to San Diego, and then get to the bus Penn Station thing they have there. So it was like a bunch of buses the first day just to get to the bus. It was crazy. But and then I make it home. I had burns, blisters all in the front of me and around like the back here, because I didn't wear any sun protection at all the whole time I was out there, and I probably was out there without a shirt the entire time, because that's just, I like that the way it feels, and it was just perfect. It was right. All that sun in your skin was beautiful. Oh, so beautiful, that weather out there. So that humidity element wasn't there, you know. But anyway, I remember too, one more thing, and then I'll stop. And this, I remember when I got there, and then like first day we went to the beach. It was important to me because ever since before I took this trip, I always wanted to, you know, get in the Pacific Ocean. You know, somehow, some way. I didn't like planes and stuff then, or whatever. But I had no reason or anything. But so we did get there. He brought me over the first thing and went out to the ocean. Went in there. And was in that Pacific Ocean, man. It was so. What a good feeling it was. Hard to explain. But it was. Yeah, it was very. Like one of them inner things that you don't forget at all. But it was just like a little commitment thing to myself, you know, and like, you know, so it was a little good trip. It was a really great trip, actually, all around, except for the sun blisters. But they went away, and I'm still here. I'm fine. The sun didn't kill me like everyone said it was. I'm perfectly fine. So it's time to end my little journal entries within journal entries. I'm so tempted to finish doing it right now, but no, that's okay. That's wrong. Right, that's my ego wants me to finish it right now. No, I butchered it enough. Actually, I'm going to redo it real good in one piece, and then probably come back and read the whole trip again from start to finish. And that's that. So, adios, amigos.